I continue talking about the earth in this video. What does the Bible say about the earth that we live on? I first start by reading Job 26 verse 7. He stretcheth out the north over the empty place, and hangeth the earth upon nothing. So science tells us that the earth hangs upon nothing. That is, it's a ball hurtling at a terrific speed, and it hangs upon nothing. And this is one place where the Bible agrees with science. So I find it amazing. Another thing that I have also found amazing about what the Bible says about the earth is found in Job chapter 9. I'm going to read it from verse 6. Job 9 verse 6 says, which shaketh the earth out of a place, and the pillars thereof tremble. So this I like it because it's agreeing with the science. Because science tells us that there are plates under the earth, and these plates are the ones which converge or diverge, causing earthquakes. And another thing I just want to point out is that the Bible calls them pillars, and it says that these pillars tremble, and when they tremble, we know that this is talking about earthquakes. And I find it amazing. It's there. Job also gives us some insight about the fact that deep in the earth, it's hot. We have geothermal energy because we know there's heat in the earth, and we can tap into that heat to create energy. That's the geothermal energy. So I'm going to read Job 28. Science tells us that the earth is molten inside. That's why we have the magma that spews out of volcanoes, because we have this molten magma in the earth. And I find it interesting that in Job 28 verse 5, it says, as for the earth, out of it cometh bread, and under it is turned up as it were fire. So I find this is just amazing, where the Bible is agreeing with the science. So I am that one person who believes that where I find science disagreeing with the Bible, science is getting it wrong, because I believe that the Bible is true, and what science is trying to do is to explain what's there already, the reality. And we come up with theories, we come up with our own calculations, trying to figure out what it is. And as long as it's an unproven theory, then I know for sure that where it does not agree with the Bible, either we are misunderstanding the Bible, or science is misunderstanding the reality. So isn't it amazing? We know from the surface of the earth we get our food. We know that there is the magma deep within the earth that's hot, and we know that it's molten inside the earth. We know that. So it's amazing that it has always been there in the scriptures, but we don't tap into it because sometimes we miss it. And then it gets interesting, because the Bible tells us that the earth has borders. This is where the science is not in convergence with what the Bible says, because in Job 28 verse 24, it says, For he looketh to the ends of the heaven. Sorry. For he looketh to the ends of the earth, and seeth under whole heaven. So, if he looketh to the end of the earth, that means the earth has peripheries. The earth has borders. And here, the science is divergent with what the Bible says. Because the Bible talks about the uttermost parts of the earth, the ends of the earth. That means it's not, it disagrees with our understanding that the earth, if it's spherical, like we are taught in science, then it doesn't have borders. It would not work. So either I am misunderstanding what the Bible is saying, or the science is divergent from the reality. And then another thing is that the Bible talks about the earth having what is called the foundations. The earth has foundations. I will read Genesis. Sorry, I will read Job. Job. I don't know. I love Genesis. Job. I think it's chapter 38. I hope I get it right. Job 38, verse 4. It says, Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. So the Bible tells us that the earth has foundations. And it has its dimensions, of course. And God knows the dimensions of the earth since He created the earth. Job 38 verse 18 says, Hast thou perceived the breadth of the earth? Declare if thou knowest it all. We have our estimate of the breadth of the earth, but obviously we do not know the exact dimensions. Depending on the era of our instruments or our estimation, our calculations of this, we may be getting it wrong. But God knows the breadth of the earth. So it has a breadth. And then Isaiah chapter 40 verse 22 tells us something interesting about the earth as well. It says that the earth is circular. Isaiah 40 verse 22. It says, It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. So, if he seated upon the circle of the earth, that means the earth must have some circular shape, which would go back to the sphere. The sphere would be agreeing, but which part is spherical? The Bible also says he stretches out the heavens as a curtain. And here there is a lot of controversy because that is completely divergent from what we are taught in science, that we are in space and then there is nothing, because if he's stretching the heavens as a curtain, means there is a barrier between the earth and the other atmosphere. No, the other planets or stars in our solar system, because there is a distinction between the heavens and the earth here, that the heaven is like a curtain and it's spread out like a tent to dwell in. So And then the other things are just talking about the earth's pillars which tremble, which we know, of course, that the the plates, they diverge and converge. And I wanted to touch also on continental drift, but the time is gone. God bless you.